I have probably harvested these tomatoes, probably not this many red ones, but a good 3 to 4 times. They're so full. I think when I start picking them off, and I have maybe just a few new blooms. But I hope this isn't like a disease that's going on with them. I've had to prune them heavily lately, all the bottom leaves, because they're getting a speckled look to them. Let's see if y'all can see. Y'all see that? Y'all might know what it is. I heard it's something called speckled leaf disease or something or other, something like that extent.
Now.
Is my mic on this time?
Yeah, your mic's on.
Well, sometimes you don't do that.
Well, you have to get it.
It's been a while since you've done this, Daryl. You may have forgotten.
I know, but you have to get a little closer to you.
Old people forget fast.
Yes, that's true.
And you are old.
Yes, I am.
We all getting there, hopefully.
I'm actually a year older than the last time we were online.
Yes,
really?
you are.
Right?
Yeah, because your birthday was last week.
Yeah.
You're right.
Birthday. Belated birthday.
When was your birthday? My birthday was last week.
January 15th.
Well, mine was
2 weeks
the 4th.
ago.
Mine was the 9th, and the Lawson was the day after the 10th.
And his daughters will be
28th.
2 weeks?
28th.
Next weekend, yeah, 28th. Yep. So hope everyone has been behaving. Looks and sounds good. Great.
We're trying here. We got a bunch of little ones.
Yeah, with that many kids. Obviously, we haven't been here for a while. First I was sick, then Daryl got it, and Daryl won't let go of it. He likes it so well. So.
His regular little...
We've all been sick, too.
Yes.
Yes, Mama Z, I do see smudge next to your name. You know why you have smudge next to your name, Mama Z?
Is she a contributor or whatever you call it?
Uh-huh. She sure is. Because you are one of our members.
Members?
Behaving is overrated. You got that right, Mandy. I mean, that was never in my, resume. Didn't have to do it then. I'm sure not going to do it now.
Well, since she brought it up, let's just talk about it here and get it out of the way for just a moment.
Go for it.
Okay. We've actually, we didn't get to do this last week because I was sick. It's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, YouTube notified us a while back.
Oh, yeah.
But
but
not being online.
But anyway, we have opened up memberships to our channel. We've done it with a different method than what many channels are. I mean, we have a specific purpose for it. We'll make no bones about it.
Thank you, Francine.
As you all know, the content that we bring you content from all over the country. We go to all these meetups. We've got a dozen places to go to this year. Over 14,000 miles we have planned to travel, and just in fuel alone, it's going to be over $5,000. So we are.
Wow.
And
putting it mildly.
And the type of videos that we do, they don't gather all the views like Roots and Refuge and Stivers Homestead and a VW Family Farm and they just don't. They just don't, because we don't show all the little things that we're doing around here where people can go back and refer to them. So because of that, our quote unquote, I mean, we have been monetized forever.
It seems like it now.
Yeah, we have been monetized forever, but
thank you, Video Call and Show.
Again, just to be real blunt about it, our income last year from our videos was like $600.
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
takes a while to get,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is it amounts to views and things like that.
I know you do, Grammy Karen, and we sure do appreciate it.
Now, reap what you sow. reap what you sow. Just for example, they get a video that's, I'm going to use the term, it's viral for them. It's semi-viral. What is it now? Over 300,000, going 400,000 views. That pagan.
Oh, over 400,000.
It's over 400,000 views.
Yeah.
Well, that one video for them has made them more money than we got paid all of last year.
That's crazy.
But that's what it takes. You know,
How it falls though.
it takes that kind of views to make any money on YouTube. So we've approached the membership thing strictly from the standpoint, if you folks like what we do for you, if you like us to go to these places, bring you the live streams from all these meetups that you can't attend for whatever reason.
Yeah, they have 435,000 views.
Yeah.
On that.
So if you like us doing that, we're just asking for a little bit of help, for a little bit of gas money and stuff like that, rather than throw a tip jar out and go, hey, if you got a couple spare bucks, we're just doing the memberships. And we did it in talking with YouTube. We created 3 different tiers. One of them's just kind of a membership thing, and the other one's kind of a little bit more of a help, and the other one's kind of a, hey, we really appreciate what you're doing. And of course, it's only if you can afford it. We are not there's no difference in content. We're not doing different content or anything like that. There may be some extended content down the road, some bloopers or stuff like that, but that's just all fun stuff. If you do decide to, and again, only if you can afford to do it, if you jump into the largest tier, when we're at these various places, we are going to set aside an evening to have a dinner with all folks that are in that tier, where it's kind of a private thing just among us. And we certainly appreciate each and every one of you, whether you would become a member or not become a member. We know money's tight. Believe me, we know money's tight. I mean, we've been on a fixed income now for too many years. Mm-hmm. So anyway, enough of all that.
It's fun.
Yeah. They give you the annual $1.75 raise for the year. So
Wanda, I know that's you typing, and thank you. We love to go to Mississippi.
Oh yeah.
I mean, after all, the first thing that we heard that Friday night when we met you in Tennessee that year, was it 4 years ago? Was Jebediah yelling from across the room, "Hey, look, it's the Northerners."
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's what Danny called us. That's okay. We got Wanda back that night when she was walking around the Cracker Barrel with her cell phone, going to each couple at each table, having them introduce themselves. And we were across from Patty and, Alderman's. Sorry, my mind just went blank. And we'd never met them before, so we were all chatting. She, asked them to introduce themselves. And, I'm Tommy, I'm Patty, we're Alderman Farmers, blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, Daryl was leaning into me saying, "You're Wanda, I'm Danny." I go, "What?" He says, "You're Wanda and I'm Danny." I go, "Okay."
She had not a clue.
Yeah.
Fortunately, for once, she actually did what I asked her to do right away.
And that was it. You had your once in a lifetime.
I had my once in a lifetime.
Thank you, Simply Jan. So Wanda turned around and put her phone in our faces, and she said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Wanda, and this is Danny, and we're from Deep South Homestead." She dropped her phone.
Yeah.
Caught it before it hit the floor, but she dropped the phone. That night we became family. Did we not, Deep South Homestead? Yeah, he did know we were from the South, and yeah, I thought I got you good. And we became sisters that night. That was all it took.
So anyway, we want to thank everybody that can, throw a few extra bucks. We appreciate it very much. And with let's just get to our guests here tonight. They happen to be from Mississippi.
Imagine that.
And they happen to be friends with Deep South Homestead. And Deep South Homestead is hosting the first, I'm going to call it the first major event anyway, of 2020 for the homesteading community and that is the gathering.
That we know of.
Well,
Yeah.
and that is, when is that?
Is it March 21st, Wanda?
I think it's March. Yeah, I think it is March 21st. And we'll get some links up here. But we'll just talk. Let's get them out here, and we can all talk about it because they're going to be here too. So, introduce yourselves. You are live.
Okay.
Robin and Jerusha, Goss.
We're from GossMania Homestead in South Mississippi.
Now they're
How's it going?
getting.
What's that, Michelle?
I said now you're getting camera shy.
You kind of threw us on the
Still
spot
getting
there.
used to it.
Well, yeah, that's what it's all about.
So what is a GossMania?
Well, our daughter, when she was younger, our oldest that passed away, she always wanted us to have a channel because she just loved some big YouTubers that she always watched all the time. And she said, "We need to do a YouTube channel. We need to do a YouTube channel." Well, I finally did a YouTube channel, and me and her picked out that name because we're the Goss family and we have 7 children. So at the time, I think we had 5, and it was still mayhem. So we called it GossMania because everything was just crazy. Sometimes life's crazy, and for 2 or 3 years, I never uploaded anything to the channel until she actually passed away from her asthma attack. And we said we should have done this much sooner. We would have had more memories of her. And so we kind of started back pretty much in February 2018, started uploading videos, trying to capture moments and memories and stuff with our children. And then we did our homestead a couple months later, document our homestead.
So, is your last name Goss, or is it Jones?
Yes.
Or
Our last name is Goss.
last name is Goss. Okay. And so the mania is just for the craziness.
Yes.
Yeah. Our life is pretty crazy, but we love it, even though it's crazy.
But let's go back a little bit, and talk about where you are today from where you started. When you first started, you were living in a different place.
Yeah,
We were living on my daddy's place, probably about 12 miles south of here.
Yeah.
I grew up there, and we first got married and put the mobile home there. And
2001.
yes, back 2001, and we weren't supposed to be there long, but life happened.
Layoffs
Mishaps.
happened.
And
2008 was a bad year for us.
so then we ended up going through all that, and finally we were able to buy this place around 2006, I think. And we were actually fixing to sell it in 2018 if we could not move up here, because we then decided to sell it and do something different. And then God seemed fit that it was in His plans for us to get here, so it happened. So we're here.
We got the trailer moved in April.
We'll be here almost 2 years.
It'd be 2
2
years in April. And we've had this property for quite some time. We've had 3. My dad had the 3 next door that we take care of and have right now. So we have 6 altogether. But we've had it for a long time, and we've always wanted to move up here, but just life happened, and it never happened until back in 2018.
Well, and in the course of that moving, this afforded you a large garden area. A whole bunch of opportunities came up.
Yes.
Yes, we moved up here. Then he actually got a job change, which was better for our family.
So
and
blessed.
we had several blessings after we moved up here. So God kind of spoke to me while we were moved up here when we were just young. He said, just have faith in me. I have great plans for you. And just kind of talked to me in a moment up here with the sunset and everything. And we're just trying to remain faithful that everything's going to work out like we hopefully plan it to work out.
We had the 3 raised gardens. They did better than the ground garden because the deer
We
ate
did
it
start
up.
with the in-ground garden.
So this year we're trying something different location for the garden, different style of garden. So we're working on that right now.
So, how close are you to civilization? Or are you way out?
We went from living about 8 minutes from the local Walmart Target to about 27 minutes. So it's kind of further north into the country-ish area. So a good bit more of a ride now. But, it's either 20, 30 minutes one direction to the town, to like, your local like shopping, and then, or 25 minutes the other way. So.
Well, we've had the wonderful opportunity to meet a number of people in this community, and kind of an ongoing thing is a lot of them seem to have long driveways, long lanes that you just kind of go forever and kind of disappear back into the woods. Is that the kind of environment you're in there? Or?
Not quite our property, but
our actual property to the house is probably
several people live off this road.
300-400 feet from the main road. But the road off the main road into here is probably about half a mile to our driveway, and then we got about 400 or 500 feet to the house.
Yeah. But it's like you get off the road and you start listening for banjo music.
You get on the dirt road, and then our property's on the left.
So you said you got a new job.
I did.
Back in 2018.
In 18, I've been there over a year.
Okay. Can you share anything about that or no?
A little bit.
It's a
government.
It's a shipyard.
Oh, okay.
Where I work in maintenance. I work in the DOT shop where I maintain the trucks and do preventive maintenance and work on them and stuff like that. I go in I get up at 3. I got to be there for 6. I get off at 2 in the afternoon.
He was working nights before, long nights.
Started off at night.
And then it went to day shift.
Then I got this position, which I like a whole lot better.
He was climbing cranes.
The insurance is really good. It's got a retirement, none of the stuff I had before. So, and the money is
a little bit more. It's better for us.
Well, great.
That's good. We have a question here for you, Grammy Karen. From Stivers. How's the renovation of the motorhome going?
It's on a standstill till we get a little bit funds built up. We unfortunately, it's going to cost probably about a good $300 for just getting the inside like all framed up and the walls and everything like we want it, and possibly we're trying to maybe do a different shower type system in it. But we have kind of worked on it. We cleaned it out. We got to redo some of the windows because there's a leak like in one of the windows. We'd like to frame it up better where it feels better. And
then we got to get the mechanics going on it. What needs to be done there, change up, stuff like that. But we do plan on taking on a trip, hopefully next year, maybe. Giving ourselves some time to get it rolling.
Or at the end of the year. It would have been really cool if we had it ready for Deep's House Homestead gathering, but unfortunately we don't think we're going to be that quick with it.
Daryl, I do want to mention that you were talking about the long driveways and this and that. Someone mentioned here that, and sometimes people being in all capitals, come down those long driveways and stalk the owners. But we were not a driveway. We were on a road.
Well, yeah, sort of.
It's not our fault she was sitting on the porch in a rocking chair.
Yeah, that's not our fault.
She didn't know who we were.
Yeah, that's true.
We got the hell out. We got the hell out of Dodge real fast, though.
And of course, you folks have been there, and I'm not gonna say too much because there's a lot of people here that have not. But anyway, there's a certain party in the chat here that kind of lives on a dead end street, and I had no choice but to kind of drive by and turn around.
Well, Daryl figured out where they lived, and we just sort of went on it because when we go to Mississippi, we go like 2 days ahead of time, so we can,
visit.
Do what we want to do. So we wanted to check out these people's homestead. We did. I go, oh, look. Here's the mailbox.
Yeah, well, recognize the sign in the drive there. So, anyway,
this area is growing extremely rapidly. Where all there used to be old farms, and when I grew up down here, all the old farm places I used to see and know about, they're becoming subdivisions and neighborhoods, and everything's pushing this way on top of us. So
our property is like going up.
So if we ever get the opportunity to maybe progress and get something else, we might do that in the future. But right at the moment, we're going to stay right here.
Okay, so a little curious here on where you're at there right now. We talked about the camper a little bit.
Yeah.
And you guys are planning to go to the gathering.
We want to, but
yes,
it might not happen.
The gathering. We're going to the gathering.
No, we're planning on going to the gathering. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear all of that. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. You are also doing, if I understand correctly, you're doing homeschooling?
Yes, I do homeschool.
And that's also new for you.
Well, I started right before our daughter passed away. She was very, very sick right after a few months before she passed. But she's very sick. She kept staying sick with her asthma, and she missed a lot of days where you have to like homebound them, and you have to get a doctor's excuse sent in so you can homebound them for, say, 25 days. And that 25 days ended, and she was doing schoolwork, and I was turning it in. But when that 25 days ended, I actually had our youngest, Liam, which is our youngest of our 7, and I was supposed to go get it renewed if she was still sick. But I missed that, and then we were discussing this even though for probably a full year, about homeschooling them, and I pulled them out kind of reluctantly. I mean, I wanted to do it, but then I didn't want to do it because she won, I don't know how many awards for being the highest reader in the entire grade she was in, but she kind of wanted to do it too. We had several family members that were starting to homeschool their kids. And I pulled them both out, and I'm kind of glad I did because our children, it was but maybe a month and a half later, she passed away on a weekend at our home. And our kids, our whole family was together. And I'd rather have our whole family together than my daughter been at a school, and maybe I might not have been there.
Well, obviously that's a horrible thing to happen. We lost a grandson.
He was 3 months old.
Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, that's as close as I can come to relating to it, I guess. But
no matter the age, it still hurt.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He had to have open heart surgery, and he had a cold. He was up at Akron Children's Hospital for over a month because he had a cold. So finally, he was over that. They did the surgery in the morning. My son called me. Everything's going well. Come 5 o'clock, because they got a hold of you, not me.
Yeah, something like that.
And he didn't make it.
My parents couldn't even make it. They didn't. When he called and told her that she passed out, and my parents were trying to get wanted to come. We didn't know what was going to happen. We were just being hopeful. You know how you are at that moment.
Oh sure. Yeah.
We didn't make it down either, so we had to call them and tell them. I know what you're talking about. It's tough, but I homeschool now. We've had that first year was a little rough for me. Because the first year I homeschool, it was I lost her and she wasn't there, and she was a very smart girl, and she would help me out with the other little ones, understanding things. And year 2's been a little bit better.
You have an angel looking overlooking your other children.
Yes, I sure do, and we get angel whispers a lot, and those help so much. And we see Snoopy's. Snoopy was her thing, so we see Snoopy everywhere now, so that helps even more.
Royal Amethyst Acres is asking if you have a PayPal account.
Yes, we do. I sure do. I can. Y'all don't. No one ever has to send us anything, but if you feel led to do so, that's sweet of y'all.
That's on your homepage, is it not?
I believe so. In every video, I think I have the link where you can PayPal us.
I'm sure one of our moderators will grab that here and post that for you.
You mean on
in the
YouTube?
description. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in the descriptions of any of our videos. I have it just in case you don't ever
Any of
ask.
the videos, okay. It's not in the About page.
Right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
There we
Like
go.
the section.
I'll go ahead and look for it here in the... There we go. I got it.
Okay. Well, God bless y'all. We appreciate it. Anything helps us.
Oh,
like
yes, by all
our
means.
homestead.
By all means.
We've
There we
always
go.
been too proud to ask for
Yeah.
anything.
We've been blessed by several people. You don't expect to bury your child, and the community came together that was here and really helped us out our school and everything. We were just shocked by the help.
I noticed that your T-shirts aren't on your Etsy store. Do you still? Yeah. I remember when you
need to load
started
them.
those. I remember when you started those.
Yeah, I was going to load them, and it's just I've been so busy because of Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we have birthdays like right after back, and I'm going to try to do it this year for sure. And I was debating on, doing that or do like a little, not a Shopify or some type account for all my designs for my shirts. So
Bring some to the gathering and sell them.
yes, I thought about doing that too.
Okay.
Probably will do that.
Okay.
So
Yes, and I have a Brotherhood one, and I got other stuff I've designed up.
do you have anything new planned for this year at your place? Something that you're just...
We are wishful thinking. Our home that we're in now, we have a tarp over our bedroom and our bathroom because during the last bad storm before this last one we just had recently that everybody got, kind of sideswiped like 2 weeks ago or last week, water started pouring in through our bathroom ceiling. So we either have to get money to put a roof on, or we want to really put money into starting a home, more like a, one with a, firm foundation.
Our primary goal is to try to start a house, if anything. We still have to live in this, but start a house and
We need something a little bit bigger.
maybe try to get the rest of the place fenced in, maybe get a small, Jersey Dexter
We would love to
cow,
get a Jersey
something like
Dexter cow, but mainly starting a home and finish fixing our property is the main thing that we're wanting to do.
So let me open up the phone lines here. If anybody has any questions, you just want to call in and say hi.
Who's the little head we see there?
Yeah.
This is Mackenzie.
That's what I thought.
Got a twin brother, and he's trying to babysit his little brother, which just fell asleep, thank goodness.
that. We got them in our bedroom where the TV is. So.
Because they can get a little rowdy.
She's really a mini-me from both of you. I mean, I can see both of you
She
in
looks
her.
like me from my childhood pictures, but yeah.
Yeah.
She gets the looks from her and the brains from me.
Gotta watch out for them branches.
Okay, so if the phone number should be going across the screen here, you have to enter the 9-digit code after you call the number. It's your nickel, but everybody has cell phones now, so that shouldn't be an issue. Enter that number; it'll put you in a room, and I can then admit you in here one at a time, and I'll just say hi. This is Daryl. Please introduce yourself, and because I don't know who you are, but the phone lines are open if you'd like to call in.
I think it's pretty cool how
Yeah,
y'all
that's
do that,
neat.
Mr. Darrell. That's pretty neat. Oh, fancy. It look like Miss Sherry looks like she's at a radio station.
Yeah. With all this gear. Yeah, that's Daryl. Hey, Zach and Jen, how are you?
Okay, Sunny's Place. Are you asking a T-shirt from them? I'm guessing that's the case.
I do have my designs on my Instagram page.
Oh, okay, there you go. Sonny, I'm sure if you will just email her,
Yes,
you can,
GossMania at Yahoo.
yeah. That way you can get in touch with her and get more
Or
of
if you
those
have
awesome
Facebook,
shirts.
you can message me on our Facebook page too.
Mm-hmm. It's one way to do it.
Thank you.
She's keeping up with the phone.
I
I'm
was,
not that
I
very good of a reader, so
he needs glasses to read. Bless him now.
that's what happens when you get over 40.
So do you have
Oh,
any?
we won't even go there. You're still pups.
What do you have in the way of livestock, and what are your plans for livestock, if any?
Our recent upload is showing us. We just decided to build a bigger chicken coop, and we have 9 hens at the moment. That's our first big like livestock purchase. We kind of, I guess you'd call livestock on the homestead. And the next, eventually, we're going to have to fence off an area if we ever want a cow. But we've been really kind of contemplating getting a Jersey Dexter, maybe eventually having a milking cow in the future, hopefully.
I mean, just livestock as we come up, as far as being able to house it, buildings. We don't have very many buildings on here. We'd have to have a little barn, and the fence, and maybe some goats or something later. Just as we go, as we come to it, we're going to add to it.
It all takes time.
It does. It takes time and funds, and you kind of have to pace yourself because you can dream big, but as a friend of ours, Karen said, dream small, because once you get that one little focus on that one little dream you got, and keep going to the next one and the next one. And the
I
next
got to
one.
give her a lot of credit because when I'm at work, she does a lot. Of course, she does.
Especially in the
takes care of
beginning.
the kids, and then takes care of animals. She runs the tractors. I mean, she does a lot while I'm at work. So got to give her a lot of credit, and I can't override her with stuff to take care of while I'm not here.
That stems from my daddy. My daddy was a hardworking man and worked sometimes 2 and 3 jobs just to, provide for me and his other boys that were out of the home. Unfortunately, he had to, work hard to pay on that end of it too. And he just recently retired not too long ago.
Excuse me.
But I would always, cut the grass while he was at work, or I'd climb the house and put lights up at Christmas. And always made sure his work clothes were washed because he would be too tired to do it when he got home.
South Home said, ask Robin how hot it is. He is a northerner in shorts. Yep, we pretty much show up to Mississippi for the gathering. Daryl has his shorts and his suspenders on.
I probably feel good right now out here.
Yeah. We even had animal heads on one year, and Danny figured it out because of Daryl's shorts and suspenders.
You would do okay if, Mother Nature be like, hey, it's going to stay this temperature, and I go, oh, it's 70, oh, it's 80, oh, it's 50. No, wait, 30.
It's for like a week.
How about 20 or 10?
Yeah, but
Come to Ohio.
I think
Please just, make your mind up so my body can stay adjusted.
I think the roughest part about down there, though, is the humidity.
Oh gosh, yes, you sweat to death. In
Her
some of our
glasses
videos, I'm
get
like, I'm sweating
foggy.
bullets, y'all.
Her glasses get so fogged.
Oh, that mine did when we went to Louisiana for July 4th for the first Bayou Bash. Boy, you walk outside and it's like poof. You can't see anything.
It's hot down there.
Takes your breath away.
Yes, it does. And we'll be
Right
doing it
now
again.
it's only 37 degrees, but it's still got a bit of humidity, but it's still probably wind chill. It might be a little bit less than that, but not too bad right at the moment.
Well, hi, Searching Sabrina. I see you're in the chat here.
Yeah, she came in a little bit ago.
Trying to keep up with it.
We have 60 people watching. And
That's funny.
only 50 thumbs up. Hey, J Love.
Yeah, thumbs up. Two Family's awesome.
Royal Amethyst Acres did a live stream today with StreamYard, stream something.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I missed it. But I heard she had some excitement.
Well,
Right, Mandy?
okay. No. We will figure that out. So anyway, So
Go ahead.
you're thinking about maybe getting a cow, but that's
Yeah.
kind of maybe longer range.
Yeah, a little bit further down the road.
Hopefully, maybe possibly next year, maybe.
Maybe not.
Um,
Oh, goodness.
so
Somebody stepped on your toe.
Be quiet.
we've I grew up on a little farm. And she did. She grew up in the city of Jackson. So
Oh my gosh.
We got puppies
That's one of
though.
the- oh my goodness, basset hounds.
Yes, our female. She had 9 basset
I-
babies.
yeah.
She looks
How
exactly
many- how
like her
many-
mom, and he looks exactly like his father.
How old are they?
They're gonna be 6 weeks Thursday.
So they're almost ready to go to homes.
I let them go about 8 weeks
Oh, look
because
at the marks on the back. Aren't that adorable? I love
She's
the marks on the
polka-dotted.
tush. He sure is, just on the tush.
Okay, and we have a caller here.
God, they're
Oh,
adorable.
Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Hi, this is Karen from the Busy Little House. How are you?
Hi, Karen.
Hi. Just wanted to quickly say, that's good running around too, how much I love and admire you guys.
I love
And
you too.
please don't ever stop making videos.
I'm gonna do my best. I have like a ton that I gotta load because I took too long of a break.
thanks, Karen. How
You're
are you,
allowed to
Karen?
take a break. Pardon?
Karen, when it's snowing.
Oh, yes, it's snowing here. Yes, it's snowing. Lots of snow, but no poisonous bugs or spiders.
Yeah,
Oh, we dealt with one yesterday.
It's one good thing about winter.
Oh.
Mhm.
Why I stay where the cold hurts my face. All right, I just wanted to jump on and say that we love you so much.
Love you too.
Thanks, Karen.
And God bless, guys.
Take care.
All right, thank you for calling.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
What do you say?
It's the speaker.
No, something like her.
Karen's a
You're
sweet
just
woman.
making
So how we
you're
doing with
making
y'all's
mush- You're making mush out of everybody with those puppies.
Super cute, everybody.
Put them
We're gonna
up.
put them up. Say bye.
She looks like Snoopy. That's why her name's Fifi. She looks like Snoopy. That's why her name's Fifi.
Here, put 'em up.
Okay, Dee, bye.
She wanted me to show you all those, but that's what we started on the home. The first baby's born.
Baby, happy boy.
Who was it? Somebody asked, "What are your legacy home and garden? What is your first short-term goal?
Our first what?
Short-term goal."
Short term. It'll probably be fencing, like for our property in general. Get it all fenced. But short term in general for the whole homestead. We're moving the garden beds. We're trying to build a bigger garden area and a greenhouse. That's kind of one of our other goals we're hoping to have done by the end of the year. It's long term in general, but short term for us because it does take time.
Lisa Lee is asking, "Are you planning your summer garden for the year yet?"
Yes. We where we had our garden before was up the hill where we're moving it just in case we decide to build or start a foundation. We're moving it onto the other side of the we had 3 acres here. So it's on one side of the 3 acres and we're moving it to the other. So we can start a garden, and I have my new coop and I have my garden and I'm going to have a greenhouse kind of all in the same area.
It's a bigger, better area to put a garden. It's a flatter area so we can hold water a little bit better than gardens. It's a better area.
I was trying to keep it clear with the chat, but keep moving it.
I hope we're not being boring for folks.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No. Yes, Bub, they are selling them. How much are your puppies?
Can you message me?
Okay. Yeah, Bub,
Or
go
in
ahead
case
and
you
message him.
registered,
Yeah.
they will have full registration.
Mom and Daddy are on property.
Yeah, Mom and Dad are here.
Charlie.
So Simply Jan Homesteading is asking how many acres do you have?
We have 6 total. We started off with 3, but now we have 6. Which our house, our main property that we're on right now, is on a 3-acre parcel. Oh goodness! And that's where we have the house, the chicken coop, and our dogs right now. The other property we had, which is to the back of us, it's another 3-acre parcel, and we had to have a lot of trees cut. And I put a lot of work into it, getting it cleaned back up again. We're still working on it.
Butterball, stop it.
Puppies are fighting. Sorry.
Anyway, yes, there was a lot of work in cleaning up trees. I still got a lot of stumps to clean up.
You know, we got to probably run a stump grinder because I think we have 30 or 40 stumps that we got to grind and, you know, clear so we can bush hog.
And discs and
Discs.
more. I got plenty of room to put fruit trees.
Yeah,
which
that's our
is
main.
another
Yeah,
thing. We're gonna try to do that this spring. Try to get some fruit trees in the ground. They try to do some potatoes this
We
year.
really want to focus on some fruit trees and apple trees.
Yeah, get
We're
them started.
trying to get more self-sustainable
Right.
in the next couple of years, if we possibly can.
I'd like to can more too this year than I did last year. Last year was just a starter for us.
Are you wanting to fence in the entire 6 acres?
Wanting to what? I'm sorry, it broke up.
You wanting to fence in the entire 6 acres?
Yes, we would like to. Currently, the whole front is fenced and partial down one side where we kind of have our dog yard, but the back's not fenced. So the back we have deer coming on our property a lot. And
The deer don't bother, but there's one spot that's real boggy that I got
it's kind of wetter.
work on figuring out how I'm going to do that at the post in there. But that's the only place I'm really worried about. I think I got enough wire. I just got to get out there and get to cleaning the fence road. But we have a guy behind us. He's helping me out because he's cleaning their property
At
off.
the same time.
So I won't have to worry about the
Too
debris
much
on his
about the
side.
back. A little bit about the back because it kind of goes in a natural spring area where all the water kind of flows down when it rains.
Automated recording of some guy saying he was killing his wife and he was going to kill any police that showed up to.
All right, let me have everybody's attention that's on the stream here right now. We have the police department, sheriff's department has just come in our front door.
Oh gosh, did they just get raided?
We are being, I guess the term is swatted.
Yes, swatted. That's about right.
And I guess you can see in the one thing here, we've got 2 deputies that are standing here by the front door, and so Sherry is talking to them. So if everybody can just kind of hang loose here a little bit, we're gonna let GossMania kind of have the thing here. I'm gonna turn our mics down in here so we can have a discussion here with these folks. We apologize. So
I heard about this happening with several other people.
okay, you go right ahead. And we'll be back as quick as we can.
Okay, people, I'm gonna. I told you what happened last. Okay, sorry. Somebody called and made a fake threat. That's what it was. Okay, now I'm going to YouTube so I can watch what y'all are saying and I can respond.
Oh my.
This is crazy, y'all. I can't believe that this is.
What are they being? What?
Just say a little prayer, Miss Sherry. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. Okay, Prairie Girl Homestead, they're being swatted. This is usually when a false call has been put in to people who are YouTubing that are live, which is usually a threat or saying someone's going to hurt somebody. So the police came to their residence. It's a fake call to the police. Okay, my next plan on the homestead, we're going to focus on cleaning up some of our property.
It'll be more usable.
Y'all hang out. They're okay. They had like a false call put against them, so
I think it's
be
okay.
patient.
I'm watching the little camera.
Can't believe it either. I've heard about this happening,
I've seen it before.
but where's everybody from? Anybody want to comment where they're from? And I'll kind of see where y'all are all from.
Are
There's
they
people on here we don't recognize because we hadn't been live in quite a while.
We only realized Karen.
So this is kind of it's kind of crazy. I saw her get up and go to the door, and I kind of thought it was a police officer, but I was looking at it, and
Here
I was
she's
like,
coming back.
"What is that?" I hate that happening though. Sit up, baby. You're laying down.
You hurt her, Mom. She's not hurting you, Levi. Come here. No. What is it, baby? You're tired. Sorry, I got a little one, everybody. Can you go lay down?
Go lay
Go
down.
lay down over there for me.
Lay down.
Wasn't that fun?
Okay, we are back.
Good Lord.
Can't believe that just happened to y'all.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm looking
Gonna
at
have
Daryl.
to
It's like
eventually, I guess.
at 9:40 at night. Who's knocking on our door?
I saw another homesteader have this happen on their live.
Yeah, Mandy. Well, it's funny because the one sheriff is has been my youngest son's best friend since junior high school.
Well, that probably
So,
helped you out a little bit.
Yeah. He said as soon as he heard Daryl's name, he knew. Nope, he's not killing his wife.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's the same scenario. That's crazy.
I don't understand why people would do that. Just
And-
the world
and
is so evil.
The phone number that called in to the police station is one number off from my phone number, but it gave this address. I go, my phone number ends with a 6, so what they said ended with a 7. I said, and Daryl's is a whole different prefix. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Teresa, I have heard a couple of them has had this happen.
Well,
We heard of another guy.
well, the worst of it is it's got to be somebody that knows us to know the address.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. They like figure it all out, or they pay for it. I mean, they have to pay to get your address.
So they say something terrible about y'all?
Well, it said.
They said
Well,
it was gonna kill us
I
all.
didn't hear exactly what they said. What did they say when they came in?
They just the police station got a disturbance call that
Disturbance calling.
the wife was being killed.
Oh,
And I looked at Andrew and I go, no, here I am. He says, we're doing a YouTube live stream. I says, and we're not even using our cell phones.
What's sad is someone can really get hurt from all that eventually. Yeah, you need to be.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Mandy, if I would have saw that message, I would have told him that. Mandy said hello from Iowa.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I told everybody to tell me where they're from. I was trying to get everybody distracted.
Hey, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy. And
Tune
then
into our channel a little bit
All
later,
right.
Mandy.
chill.
Moderators, you got to be more on your toes here. You got to take care of these trolls coming to our front door, please.
Yeah.
Hey, they have to like take a plane ride to help that, huh?
Oh man! All right.
I think the last time we saw Andrew was
When I had the
When-
fire.
at the other house.
No.
Was he? Oh, did he come?
Yeah, he came.
Sheriff's Department?
Yeah, he came. He came the night that.
The biatch behind us called the fire department.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sit down. I'll deal with it. No, you can lay down a minute. All right.
I'm just glad we weren't having a discussion here on firearms, and I had
Oh, Lordy.
had some of the guns
Oh,
laying
my
out.
gosh.
That is
Yeah.
pretty big. The discussion that's going on at the moment. And,
Lord help
So,
us.
Daryl, how do you like handcuffs? Yeah, exactly. The red shed. Well, the red shed called the sheriff's department. So yeah, the phone call was called into the Lexington police. Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
thank
gotta-
you. Big Dreams Homestead. If we send her a plane ticket, she'll come take care of the trolls.
Send your
We'll
plane
get
ticket.
right on that for you.
Wow.
Hopefully nobody
Hey,
comes
Terry.
around.
Anybody can just do anything nowadays.
Does
It's
this
crazy.
does this mean that we've hit the big time, that we've had
Yeah,
the police
You're the
come
big
in on
shots now.
Sabrina, you mean to tell me you don't have a case of Depends by this time? You know you're going to need them come April.
Lord.
Goodness. Have fun. It's all about.
Oh
You're
my gosh.
well noticed now.
Yeah, I've heard of a few other channels, and not homesteading channels. A few other channels.
Regular
Have-
It's
channel.
mainly
having
hitting
that.
their lives.
Yeah.
I should have grabbed the GoPro over here and gotten interviews with them, and
Oh yeah,
well,
they would have liked that.
I'm just all right.
Yeah.
Probably not, maybe.
No, no, I don't think so.
I saw my Sherry get up. I was like, wait, who is that?
Yeah, I'm
I thought
going.
it was a delivery. or
I was like,
something.
is she getting pizza?
I would.
Mandy, I haven't seen your live stream, but I have a feeling from what I've heard, yours is going to be very interesting. You can rest assured I'm going to be watching it tonight. Yeah, cops called for rowdy live stream.
Oh my goodness.
Ethan,
okay.
we had the sheriff's department knocking at our door about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, false claims.
Somebody called the local police department and said at this address the man was killing the wife, or the wife was being killed. I don't know. And heck, Michelle, you mean I could have got the ones out of my closet? Oh no, sorry, mine are purple. Yeah, cab 7. Oh, 14 times. I know there was at least 2. Yeah.
Well,
Sure, the police are more mindful with this stuff going around anyway. They're like,
Yeah. And that Andrew said as soon as he heard Daryl's name, he knew better. So, yeah, that was wild. My goodness, you hear about others and you go, "Well, it's not going to happen to us."
It just got a little more exciting for the
It
last.
sure did. Yeah.
that's pizza. She's arguing with the pizza man. Nope, that can't be pizza.
Yeah, Ethan, we were swatted. I guess that's what they call it now. Without the SWAT team. Yep.
okay, big.
And the best part is, we know one of the sheriffs. He went to school with my youngest son.
Okay, and I see Big Dreams Homestead said something about it was their live and took it down till he could edit it or something. Just so you know, and if you've already taken it down, you've taken it down. But if you do a live stream and you go in to edit that video, if you want to take it down and edit it, you can do that and put it back up. However, all the views that you had from the live stream are gone. You lose all those views.
Oh yeah, whoever views it like later, that's when it gets counted.
Right. All of the chat is gone.
That's what stinks.
So the chat's gone too. Once you do the live stream, you got to just leave it be.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's a first for me too, Sabrina. Good Lord.
Well, we have taken on some other live streams. We have taken calls from solicitors.
Never had the sheriff's department at the door.
But this is the first sheriff's department at the door. Okay.
Oh goodness.
Well,
Be prepared for next live.
Ethan, friends of ours, Thanksgiving time, went to go visit her mother in Texas. And I guess from her mom's house, they went to Louisiana to visit their granddaughter. And they were in the hotel. It was middle of the night. They were sleeping, and they have a little, looks almost like a Shih Tzu puppy, little white fluffy thing, a yappy, ankle biter. Oh, there was porn on the video. Gotcha. Oh, that's right. Michelle, I should have put his his cuff on his arm and taken his heart rate. So anyway, in the middle of the night, someone starts banging on the motel room door, and he got up, and there was police or sheriff or whatever, that somebody called into the front desk that somebody was beating him up, or he was beating up his wife, or she was still laying in bed half asleep, and they, it's good. I guess they had their guns sitting there on their nightstands. Well, they're in a motel,
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Don't have nothing better to do. Go watch a movie. Oh.
Well, at least
Nobody got hurt.
The busy little house. I just called to say I love you, not raid you.
now, and I will also say that during that time period, if somebody called in, I might have missed you. So
Yeah.
So anyway, the phone lines are open. Please feel free to call. You want to say hi, some well wishes, happy 2020, and all that kind of stuff, or just to ask a question.
You can talk anything about what going on in our lives if you like.
We like to meet more people.
Yeah.
The people we meet every day.
We love this community. It's awesome. We have met a lot of friends.
How many meetups have you gone to?
Well, we went to the gathering in 2018.
18.
18.
18 or 19.
Wait, 19. 2019.
It was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, the last one. We didn't get to go to the other one. And then we went to the Bayou Bash. We wanted to go to the Shindig, but we didn't have the funds to go last year. So
we're trying to figure out what we
We
can
might
do
be
this
going
year.
this year, but we don't know yet for the Shindig.
Understand. Well, we've got a Shindig organizer in the room here, I think.
Yep. VW Family Farms is here.
Yeah, Ben and Andrea are the untold heroes of the Shindig there.
Oh, yeah. They're sweet, sweet people.
They're awesome.
We asked some questions at the gathering, and their responses were really amazing, along with Jess and Maya, too.
Andrea and Ben are in the chat.
Yeah, hey, everybody.
Anyway, she did the rolls that you did the cooking thing on there, Andrea.
Her rolls are awesome, y'all.
And she made them into cinnamon rolls.
I made them into cinnamon
yeah,
rolls.
I saw yours. On Facebook, I saw the pictures.
They were so good.
Were they?
I done a homemade cream cheese dressing, and I'm thinking, oh, Lord, I done gained like 20 pounds by these.
I have seen so many people use that recipe.
And I kind of had enough to make like a little small bread, like a little loaf of bread from it. It was
really
really good.
So, but yeah, just for the YouTube, just learning how to cook different stuff or prepare different stuff or learn from each other on how to build this or build that or how you did your raised beds and their raised beds or just feeding off of everybody's ideas.
Everybody sharing helps support somebody else's like dream. If they had this little dream to do this, maybe everybody that shares what they've done can inspire them to, start their own little projects or dreams on their own place.
And we love Rick Stowe's greenhouse. Awesome. You're actually looking for windows.
I have like 4 windows. And I'm thinking, okay, I got to invest in some more windows.
And when I think about it, my mama had some old roll-out windows from an old house, and that's what we made her greenhouse out of. We had enough to do all the sides, and the 2 ends and the sides, and it was a really big greenhouse too.
That's one project I'd probably like to have by winter, maybe done, but we'll see. I got to get a kennel built too for my little fur babies out here.
Michelle is asking, have you been able to do any work on the camper?
The only thing we've done was
we just did some more
a little bit more demolition to it, I guess,
and did a little bit of
re-supporting some of the walls.
Replace some more wood. We got to pull out the top.
But we're trying to come up with the funds to come up with the money. We've kind of to start off to get like a good base. We figured it probably cost us about $300 to get a lot of the wood and everything inside. We have some big plans for it, but we're trying to maybe kind of remodel the layout a little bit to fit our larger family. Maybe sets of bunks, because we probably need 2 sets of bunks or something like that in there, or a set of bunks, and to house all of the little ones. But we're really excited about it. We really appreciate Mr. Danny, Miss Wanda so much for being such generous people and gifting that to us.
Right now we're trying to get our gardens back in order, and then we're going to start working on camp and everything growing. So
getting started on homesteading here. Now Bub is in Kentucky. I've got some storm windows. I'll trade you for a puppy.
They are cute, aren't they? I don't know they were cute as a window.
Yeah.
But I love storm windows. I've been finding like these old house windows, and I got like an old like storm window door that I could use for the door. Just gotta plan it out and measure it out and design it up. You know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
My dream is one kind of like just a small one with a bunch of windows, not too small, but big enough for me for now.
Yeah, the one that Todd built for Jareth. That's beautiful.
That one is amazing.
That's
Kind of
beautiful.
what I had in mind, but the steeple was beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
Uh-huh.
it's into a church. I was drooling. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty.
It is pretty.
It is. That was pretty amazing. He outdid himself on that.
He did a really good job. It's big too. It's a pretty good size one.
It's a good size, yeah. I love the layout, how they did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have a greenhouse or no?
No.
No.
We're not allowed any more outbuildings. According to our township, we are at max of outbuildings.
Oh goodness,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that stinks.
Time to put a
Yes, it
sunroom
does.
on the back of the house.
Oh, I've mentioned that. Trust me. I go, if we add on to the house, they can't say anything.
There you go. Extend it.
I've thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling myself, if we build a porch, on one end could be like a sunroom. That could be my greenhouse, and we've talked about all sorts of ways we could fix it up.
We just gotta.
We got plans small, and we dream big, but we have to do our smaller things first. You know how it is.
I want to get this is all done, but I got to start one place and get completed, and then
We
go
want to
somewhere else,
complete
get
each
complete.
project instead of
Because
jumping
I'm bad
around.
about jumping around.
In the past, we would jump around one thing to another, but we're about to load a video of our project that we just completed. It's going to be like 2 different videos, and it's going to be uploaded tonight and one tomorrow.
A lot of work. A lot of work.
We kind of want more property, but the work and sweat we put into this one, clearing it, you think, oh, I don't know if we can handle any more acres. We're blessed with this, but when you think about 25, 30, 40 acres, you're thinking, ooh.
Wow. But I love it.
Night, Grammy Karen. Take care.
Oh, night, Grammy Karen. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, Jared's crystal cathedral greenhouse. It definitely is.
It's amazing.
And then when the light they got in it's pretty too. Just kind of makes it glow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like you go in church when you go in that thing.
It reminds me of, there's a glass chapel in Arkansas.
Oh, really?
And it's beautiful when it's lit up at night, and when she has the lights in it, kind of reminds me how that lights up at night. But the glass chapel in Arkansas, we kind of wanted to get married there years ago, but at the time we didn't have the funds to like have a destination, like southern destination wedding. But it's a very pretty chapel, like up in the mountains. Yes, labor of love. Yes, simple grower it is.
Yeah.
We're really praying and hoping to get our property fenced and to start on a foundation for our place. We're setting aside money for the camper because we do want to get it completed so we can travel and go to these homestead events and just take our kids to see like the rest of major landmarks and stuff like that. Travel with them and kind of give them a better education, kind of outdoor education, childhood.
Yeah, that's the best, especially for kids to have all that outdoors and they can garden and take care of the animals and just learn.
Kids have really enjoyed actually doing our chickens and collecting the eggs now. They never had that before. And then we had the puppies, and they learned about how, puppies were born and everything. And then we had 2 losses. We lost 2 puppies, and it was really hard. It was hard on me, too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard on them because, they witnessed it. And, of course, their hearts are still so tender from, losing a sister. But it's just, I said, it's part of life. When you have, homestead animals, you're going to have loss and have happiness, too.
Yeah. Yeah. All comes in one big bunch.
They gotta learn.
Mm-hmm.
Where the world is today, it's gonna learn as much as they can to survive.
Yeah, that's
Take care
true.
of each other.
Hey, Dutch.
The keeping it back.
No, Dutch, off-grid homesteading. I know it's small. He's like, I can't see it.
Yeah, Dutch off-grid homesteading is from Holland, and he will be coming to the shindig. He's also going to the HOA.
That's awesome.
Really? That's cool.
Thorn Chapel. Oh, yeah, in Eureka Springs, Albany Mountain said it is beautiful.
Oh, okay. She knew
It's a
what
Thorn
that-
Crapple.
Well, she's an Arkansas too.
Yeah, Brett and Cindy.
That
we
was a
probably
bad.
could.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think we will talk about it without question, because that's just, well, it happens. We're not the first. We won't be the last.
Oh, Michelle says she loves when we do lives outside in the hammock. We do too. It's so nice, but it's been so chilly in the evenings.
Or wet, or foggy, or
And we've been focusing on getting some projects done in our animals.
we'll be doing lives again. We're gonna do some more lives later.
Have y'all planned a garden, Miss Sherry?
We haven't even started that. The garden was a flop last year, but we were out traveling most of the summer.
Yeah, gone a
But
lot.
even when we were home, it just it took over.
We had a groundhog that lived very well out there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably pretty big, huh?
We have like
Mhm.
little what, moles? A mole.
Yeah, we had some moles on the
Yeah, we
ground.
do have moles that are trying
Yes.
to in the ground.
One,
We had them ever
one year we had turtles.
turtles.
Yeah, turtles.
Yeah,
There,
one,
across the street, there's a man-made. It's a lake, I guess. I
that's
mean, it's
a pond,
small.
yeah.
It's a pond, a man-made pond, and I suppose it just came up from over there.
yeah, they came up and they dug through the garden, through the raised beds, and popped the plants out. And
Little turtles got
They
got
said,
to
"Oh,
work
we found
out.
it."
We
Yeah.
found a treasure trove here.
Yeah. Royal Amethyst Acres is asking if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Oh, it'd be different. I think probably he will not get on a plane, so it won't be nowhere out of the state.
If I can't drive there, I'm not going.
well, he might get on a plane if it was Dodge powered.
There, oh, well, maybe. Huh?
Maybe. We decide. For all of us, or just for individually, because
In the
Man.
world, for me, I was very arts inclined. I had an art scholarship in college, and I went. My first year was a full ride, and other than paying for books, but I would always wanted to go to Paris and visit the Louvre, the museums there, and that was kind of a dream for me years ago. But a dream for me now would be anywhere, basically with my children. We would love to go one day to California and see the sequoias, the trees. And then he wants to go, where was it he wanted to go? Yosemite?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone,
or,
that was it.
Places I've only seen on TV that I probably would never get to see in my life. Just
Like Hawaii.
Hawaii. You want to go to Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Kenzie wants to go to Hawaii.
I can't drive there. But that's about it. She wants to go to Paris. She's always told me she wants to go to Paris. I think Madison wanted to go to Paris too, but
Been there, done that.
I'm not real crazy about going in places like that.
You probably would attempt it for me if we were able to go, but that's not something
I
too
did,
big on us.
I did all my traveling overseas before I graduated from high school.
We would love to go
Well, that's
to
awesome. You had that opportunity to do that.
see Niagara Falls. That would be pretty awesome.
Yes, that would be pretty neat. That's up there around Canada. Of course, we have some friends in Canada.
Hmm Simply Jan Homestead is asking, how long did it take to find your homestead, and will it be your forever homestead?
Well, it didn't really take us forever to find it. We kind of knew because my brother had it. We kind of bought it from him, so we kind of knew it's
He
where we
was
were going to
downsizing
be.
a little bit.
And he was trying to downsize some of his property.
Oh yeah, at the time he downsized to he was
Yes.
building him a home at the time.
So we had it pretty much in sight where we were going to see it. We were saving money for it. And as far as our forever home,
At times we think it's our forever place, but then we have dreams of owning 30, 40 acres one day.
actually, I
a
want more
long
than that,
drive.
especially if this world comes to what it's supposed to be coming to. I want to put right in the smack
Yes, I want
middle
to
of
put
about
myself
100
right
acres.
down in the middle of it.
Ain't nobody going to find me. But it's going to be our forever home for right now for a long time.
We do want something a little bit bigger and a little bit drier. From when our property gets wet, a good bit of it stays wet and soggy for a while, unfortunately. And we might want something a little bit higher ground, but then that takes work and time and money too. So we're kind of happy where we're at the moment.
It's a nice. There's other people on the road, and they're
It's
real
pretty.
nice people, and it's a pretty place. See some of our sunsets and our closing on our videos and stuff. It's really awesome. So, yes.
The kids love it here. The kids kind of grew up. We would bush hog the property maybe twice a year, and they grew up playing in the fields here. I could see them, here. But we do kind of want more.
We hit Easter up here. We do like 500 eggs in the field up here at Easter time. So yeah, it could be our forever.
Goodness gracious.
Lawson came in the picture, sorry.
We get them one at a time in here.
It's very quiet until the coyotes howl.
Yeah, we got
it's on
coyotes.
Fridays and Saturdays.
They'll spook you sometime.
And on Fridays and Saturdays. Sorry for those kids.
What else we got? Everybody being quiet?
Everyone's being quiet.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat, too.
Are you,
Are we making them board?
Good night, G-Mall's Garden. No, everybody's just quiet.
yeah, I guess the excitement's over since the police left. So
Oh.
anyway,
Of course, people
Well,
said I would like to travel.
it has
just to
been
play
over an hour.
sports.
Yeah.
it has been over an hour, and Terry and I are still kind of getting back into the swing of things here. We had unexpected slowdown,
You were
but I'm feeling better. I know she's feeling better, and
great.
we are looking
Well,
very forward
Of course,
to.
it helped us get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
And we even had some
We
excitement.
didn't have
on our
excitement,
channel.
Yeah,
yeah.
really. Good Lord. Welcome back.
Welcome back for both of us almost. Yeah.
So we
We've
are-
been taking a break too.
We are looking forward to seeing you guys down to Gathering, and anybody else that can make it. That is March the
21st.
21st, and it's somewhere south of Wiggins. I can't remember the name of the town.
It is
Is
in Perkins.
Perkinston.
Yeah, Perkinston.
Okay, and I think that's just south, isn't it? On 49 or 47 or something.
It's 49. It's south. It's
We're
not.
off with 26.
Well, no,
No.
I can't remember what the road was, but it's in. I think it's in a different location. You have to get Mr. Danny on that. I don't know all that
Y'all
details.
can,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's not at the fairgrounds where it was before.
No, it's,
No,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's an Eventbrite on it.
Yes, there is on Deep South Homestead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing everybody we could possibly see there. I mean, I think we barely missed Max Happy Homestead last time, and there were some other folks there from in Mississippi area or close that we didn't get to see. Hopefully, they get to make it again.
I think they're planning on being there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're planning on being there. So, yeah, we're gonna and we are gonna be broadcasting that live.
Oh, awesome! Y'all do such a great job.
So, anything else we need
We've
to?
enjoyed watching the other ones y'all been to, and being able just to watch. Even though we wanted to go there, we get to watch it.
Well, and
Thank you, Mimsy.
and frankly, that's you know, we're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for you folks that can't make it, because it's hard to do that when you've got a homestead, you've got animals, you've got
that's
gardens to tend, you've got
You just can't get up and put your dog in the back seat of a truck and go.
right. So it's I mean, we love doing it. We actually work harder at it. It's not like going for pleasure. I mean, it's actually almost like a job for us, but we enjoy it very much, and we enjoy the people.
Yeah,
And
you've been to other people's homes, which is nice.
and we want to thank each and every one of you that's in the chat here tonight for being here tonight.
Yeah. Don't forget to thumbs up.
GossMania, thank you so much for being here. Did you have any last thoughts you wanted to have?
No, just everybody try to capture very good moments with your family, because you never know the value moment until it becomes a memory. So
McCoy's Oak Hill Farm, I sure hope not.
Well, that's always in their videos with just remember, always be thankful, keep the faith. And that's what it's all about, being thankful for whatever is handed at you.
Okay, now you guys don't drop off, but we're going to go ahead and get signed off here, but you guys stay connected if you would.
okay.
Okay. And Sherry, you got any last words here?
No.
Love y'all. Thanks.
Good night. Thank you for this opportunity. We appreciate it.
Oh, you're more than welcome, and we'll do it again. So,
Sure.
Everybody have a wonderful week. As Blake Kirby says, everyone has a story, and everybody's story is important. So share yours.
That's very true.
Amen to that.
Take care, folks. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next week.
Y'all too. Good night.